Hello, Rhonda here with an ab-focused Pilates workout. We're going to be using a ball today. This workout is appropriate for beginners. We're going to go right into it. So let's go ahead and place that ball in between our thighs. Give it a squeeze. Bring our feet in parallel. Sit up nice and tall. Let's bring our arms parallel to the ground. Take an inhale, exhale. Tuck the tailbone under and roll down one vertebra at a time. The head's gonna land last. Let's bring our arms down by our side. And then we're just gonna come into flat back bridging here. Each time we lift our bottom up towards the ceiling, we're squeezing our glutes. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Hands behind your head, elbows wide in your peripheral vision. Coming into some nice, easy Pilates sit-ups. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Maybe with each repetition, come up a little higher. But make sure that your fingertips are just lightly placed at the base of your skull, not pulling on your head, neck at all. It's all abs. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your arms down by your side. Lift the legs in tabletop position. Give the ball a little bit more of a squeeze. And then we're going to come into torso rotations. Warming up the spine in rotation gently. As we're moving from side to side, we're trying to keep the shoulders anchored onto the mat. Maybe with each repetition, the knees come a little closer towards the floor. Let's go one more on each side. Bring the knees back to center, plant the feet back onto the mat. Now arms come down by your side. Use your upper abs to help you lift your head and shoulders off. Float your hands off and then reach from side to side, moving in lateral flexion. Let's go one more in each direction. Bring it back to center, and then we'll come into our 100. I'm going to place the ball in between my ankles. We're going to reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift, and now start pumping the arms, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling for 5 counts and exhaling for 5 counts. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more rounds. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling for 5 counts and exhaling for 5 counts. 2 more rounds. Last time here. Nice. All right. Bring your knees to your chest. Rock from side to side to release that lower back. You're gonna take that ball, bring it into your hands. Lower those legs, coming into the roll-up. Anchor those legs. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, lift the head. Lengthen through the spine. Reach up and over. And roll on back down.
You You can do the modified version on the right.
Two more. Last one. Nice. All right. Bring the ball aside. Arms come down by your side. We're going to come into single leg circles. Flex the left foot. Draw the right foot up, in and up towards the ceiling. Draw a circle with your toe in one direction, keeping that hip stable. Crossing the midline of the body to start. And let's reverse this circle. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Stretch that leg long, flex the foot, point the toe of the left foot, draw it in and up towards the ceiling. Starting at 12 o'clock, crossing the body first, moving that leg clockwise. Right hip stays stable. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse, out to the side, down, up, around, and pause. Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and release those hip flexors a bit. Stretch both legs long and the arms overhead. Give yourself a nice spine stretch here. Arms come down by your side. Reach both arms up toward the ceiling. Legs come parallel to legs. Roll on up. Scoot to the top of your mat. Bring your ball with you. Squeeze the ball in between your thighs and your bellies. Hands at your shins, elbows wide, looking at the tops of your thighs. Inhale, exhale, roll back, and then back to that start position. You're trying to keep the same shape of your spine from start to end of the exercise. One last time. Remove the ball. Keep the right knee in. Stretch the left leg long. Scoop the belly in with control. Roll on down. Single leg stretch. Drawing one knee in, then the other. Using your upper abs to help you lift your head and shoulders off the mat. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right. Go ahead and grab the ball. Bring it in between your ankles. Hands at the shins. Elbows out wide, knees bent. Inhale to stretch the legs long. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale to open. Exhale, bring it in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Roll up to seated. Spine stretch side. Arm out to the side. Inhale, up and over. You're coming up and over in one straight line. Keeping a little space between the chin and the chest. Let's go one more on each side. Remove the ball from the ankles, come into a seated wide stance. Sit up nice and tall. It's like you have a string pulling you up from the top of your head. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach. This is your Pilates saw. Coming through that nice, tall, seated position through the center. One more in each direction. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and come onto our stomachs to stretch out those abs. Palms facing down, forearms anchored. Inhale to press with the hands and the forearms into low swan. Exhale to lower. Making sure your glutes and your abs are engaged to protect your lower back. For a deeper extension, you can come up on your hands and press into full swan. One more to go. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and stretch out that back. Shift the hips towards your heels. Reach those fingertips forward, elbows are lifted. The goal is to get some good length into the spine here. Stretching out the back. And let's make our way in a quadruped position. Wrists in line with elbow, in line with shoulder, knees directly underneath the hips. Bird dog. Right arm forward, left leg back, and switch. Left arm forward, right leg back. Hips stay level. Right arm, left leg. Core is engaged. Keep it nice and steady. And switch. Really reaching those limbs in opposite directions. Let's go one more on each side. Reach, stretch. One last time. Reach, stretch. Nice. All right. You're going to come into a plank now. We're going to hold it for about 6 to 10 breaths. Your choice to come into a high plank or a low plank. Whichever you choose, the back of the head should be in line with the upper back. Abs drawn in and up. Legs nice and stiff. And don't forget to breathe. 2 more breaths here. Nice. All right. Let's make our way back into a seated position. Sit up nice and tall. Roll on down. Tuck and roll. Reach the right leg up towards the ceiling. Float the left leg off the mat. Use those upper abs to help you lift your head and shoulders off. Pulse one leg in and then the other. Single straight leg stretch. One more on each side. Legs come up. Use the ball if you choose, in between the ankles. Lower and lift. Making sure your lower ribs are anchored onto the mat. If you feel like your back is arching too much, you can take a bend in the knees and or shorten the range of motion. 3 more. Let's go ahead and give it a stretch. Lengthen through the spine, reach out, forward and down, into spine stretch forward, restack the spine. One last time. All right, remove the ball from the legs. We're gonna come back onto our backs, legs in tabletop position, crisscross, elbow towards the opposite knee. Try to keep your pelvis stable as you're rotating from side to side. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right. We'll make our way into a side lying position. Come all the way onto your bicep with your palm facing up. Working those obliques, moving into bananas. You can either just lift the legs or the upper body at the same time. Last 3. Nice. All right. Before coming up and over to the other side, let's go ahead and come into a wide seated stance. Reach up, out, forward and down. Relax your head and your neck. Walk your hands back towards your center line. And let's come up and over to the other side for bananas. Palms facing up. Lifting and lowering. Either just the legs. If you want to work more obliques, lift the upper body at the same time. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and make our way into a easy seated pose. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale to reach both arms up. Exhale, twist over to one side. Inhale back through the center and then up and over to the other side. Keeping that nice tall seated posture. Inhale back to center. Exhale, float those arms down. Inhale to reach, lengthen. And exhale all that stale air out. Nice job.